So let me share my screen now. Yeah, so this is, I hope this screen is visible. So this is what we have in our syllabus today. We are going to discuss about constants, right? And we have given just one single line of description of talking about constant, and it's very important. There are different types of constant available, and every single different type of constant has their own, specifications and advantages also. So let us go and check them all one by one. Wait for a minute. Yeah, also let me open the writing pad. Yeah. Cool. So we have various type of constants. So the thing is, like, if we declare like int any variable of integer type, we have integer, suppose a is equal to 5. Very simple. Cool. And now we want to declare some constant values to which we want them not to be changed throughout the program. Now there are two different methods. Suppose we were using backslash n, backslash t, right? So these are called as character constant. These are called as character constant, right? We can have them as the character constant, right? We have numeric constant also. Means compiler of C will understand this specific symbol or the combination of symbol and character, both of them together inside any particular statement as new line, right? So shortcut of new line, shortcut of space, space, which will be equal to the tab of your keyboard, right? So it will give you around 10 normal space adjustment between two different words, right? So the shortcut of this particular process will be backslash t backslash n, right? This is how we have declared the meaning of these specific characters, and which is called as character constant, which is called as character constant, right? So apart from this, we have some numeric constant also. Suppose we want to write some value in hexadecimal. So how do we write? 0x05. 0x05 means in hexadecimal it is 0x05, in decimal it will be 5, right? 5, right? Now suppose if I have 0x0d, 0x0d, which means 13, right? A is 10, B is 11, C is 12, and D is 13. 0x0d, which means 13. So hexadecimal value will be 0x0d. However, the numeric decimal value will be 13. So you can define your numeric character constant in different ways also. And these are predefined constant which are given by the C compiler. Okay, any compiler whichever you will be using in C, right? So they are already predefined. Now let's talk about, can we define by ourselves? These are the character constant or numeric constant that has been defined already. These are the numeric constant, right? Similarly, we can have for float also. This was for numbers, right? Digital numbers or number system. Likewise, for floating, there is e. If you write any number, like you are writing 10.5e, 10.5e, which means you are talking about floating point number, right? So these are already predefined. Now, the second thought is, can we define these constant by ourselves, right? Can we define these constant by ourselves? So we have got two things to understand. One is predefined and second is user defined. User defined. You are a user and you want to define something. So in predefined, there are multiple constant which have already been defined, and similarly in user category also we have got two different categories. One is called as constant itself, const, this is the keyword, and the second is hash define. Hash define. It's quite slow. Yeah, hash define. These are two different methods through which a user can define their own constant values, right? How will they help us? Let us understand them one by one, and then we'll talk about the questions if you would have any query related to last class, and then we'll also talk about any query or any question, any doubt you would feel in this particular class also related to these two topics. Okay, now let's go to this online compiler JDoodle, right? Here let's choose C compiler, and it will show us any particular default program. Yeah, so this is the sample program that we have by JDoodle, and there they have got C compiler over there. Using this, we can write our own programs. This is what we are using from last 4 days also. Okay, and here the compiler that we are using, that is 9.1.0. You can change this compiler also, GCC compiler or something like that. GCC means GNU compiler collection, a collection compiler uh, uh, organization or community which provides us different compilers for different programming languages as well. Okay, and this is
सर
one of
इससे
the
क्या होता
largest
है?
organization of the world.
सर जीसीसी से क्या होता है चेंज करने
GCC
पर?
is nothing. GCC is one of the compiler collection community. GNU compiler collection. That's it. Nothing much relevant, but if we know about it, it's good, right? It's a community which provides us the compilers, right? So it did not compile because there was no definition written for Z, right? Now we are trying to define our own constant values. Okay, so first of all, let's start with a keyword called const, right? Const. So const has its own definition, how you have to define the values of constant, right? So constant, then you have to give any data type that you are going to use. Which type of constant do you want to define? Do you want to define a kind of integer constant value, or any character constant value whatsoever, right? So you have to give that particular type also. Then the name of that variable. Suppose the variable is a, and here you have defined the value of that constant as 6. Okay. Similarly, const int b as 7, right? Now int z is there, and z we have given as a plus b, right? And this is how, let's try to execute it. So now you can ask whether if I would not write this constant, I would not write this constant value, then the answer was same also. What is the big difference? No such benefit that we have got. Yes or no? Yes or no? So what is the benefit that we have got? Both are equally same. You can write them in one specific manner or not, no problem, right? Or suppose I would write here one more constant of character type, and that is, suppose new line NL is equal to NL is equal to, new line is equal to single quote \n, right? Sorry. Yeah. So now instead of \n, can we write here? Can we write here sum of x plus y is equal to \n instead of that NL? Can we write it like this? No, because inside double quotes, if NL will be given, then NL will be treated as one of the character only, not a particular variable, right? Not a particular variable. If I would change it to, suppose I will copy this and save it, and I'll use it here as NL, and instead of I would use C, right? And let me execute it. Sum of the x plus y is, it's going in next line also. It's going in next line. So meaning of \n will be used, right? Will be used. So you can define a specific meaning to this particular variable, whatever you want. Suppose you want to give this value as a. This character is constant, right? So now if I'll just print this value, the a is printed, and \n was new line. So after this sum of x plus y is equal to, there was nothing, right? It was blank. So next, it was going in the next line actually. So these are the constant values. Now, if you want to change the values of a, I want to change the value of a as 10. Let us see whether is there any benefit of going with these values or not. What happened here is, see, assignment of read only variable is a. Assignment of these variable have been defined as read only. So if you do not write this constant, then this thing is possible, because you were defining a variable of auto type. Yesterday we have seen that, right? Auto means now you can change this as many as time you want, and this became a variable. However, while using constant value, it became a particular constant value for the whole program. So if you have any, suppose, value of or any particular variable like pi, the value of pi would be constant. Similarly, any universal constant in any formula that you want to apply is used, then that particular variable should be used as a, or declared as a constant only in the program. I hope you have understood this thing. However, you want to ask something, please ask.
सर ऐसा परसेंटेज आई है फिर भी जेड की वैल्यू प्रिंट कैसे कर पा रहा है?
Exactly. So I is specifier for integer as well as float both. For floating you can use f, for integer you can use d, and for float and numbers, for any particular type of number you can use I. Okay. There is a long list of the of using format specifiers. I would provide you whole list also that you can use for numbers, characters, string and कुछ ऐसे भी हैं जो combined हैं. मतलब अगर आपको character और numbers की जरूरत पड़ रही है, you can combine them all together also. Understood? Any problem, anyone? Should we go ahead now?
सर
हाँ आयुष.
सर अभी जो आपने कैरेक्टर में आगे \n लिखा था ना,
हाँ,
तो \n तो कोई कैरेक्टर ही नहीं है, फिर वो डिफाइन कैसे हुआ?
हाँ, तो ये कैरेक्टर कांस्टेंट है ऑलरेडी. एक ऑलरेडी प्री डिफाइंड कैरेक्टर कांस्टेंट है. \n means new line, \t means a space. Understood? That's why. ये कीबोर्ड कैरेक्टर तो है ही ना.
a यूज करें तो,
हाँ,
अगर हम \a यूज करें t और n की बजाय तो क्या होगा सर?
ये डिफाइन अगर होगा, अगर मैं a की जगह b यूज कर सकता हूँ, c यूज कर सकता हूँ, r यूज कर सकता हूँ, q यूज कर सकता हूँ, अगर वो डिफाइन होगा तो वो काम करेगा. इफ इट इज नॉट डिफाइंड इट विल नॉट वर्क. अंडरस्टूड?
सर ये सम 17 कैसे आया?
मतलब एरर थ्रो कर देगा.
क्या हाँ, ये 17 कैसे आया, क्योंकि मैंने यहाँ पे कांस्टेंट हटा दिया था और यहाँ a की वैल्यू को चेंज कर दिया था। अगर आपको याद है तो वी हैव चेंज द वैल्यू ऑफ a was 10 and this is how I was writing the code. Now the answer would be 17. इसको मैं हटा देता हूँ, चलो कंफ्यूजन दूर कर देते हैं, इसको हटा देते हैं कुछ देर के लिए. Is that clear now? But if I would use
Yes, sir.
constant here and अगर मैं execute करता हूँ तो there is an error, and the error is that assignment of read only variable a has used like this, and which is not possible. Okay, let me change it to the constant value only. So now these two will be always fixed. If you want to change something, that you can do it with z. Suppose here I would write z is equal to z plus 25, and also I want to write this line once again, and before that I want to write \n. Okay, and let's execute it. So the value of x plus y is 13, and the value of x plus y, instead of this is z. Sorry. Okay, value of, not sum, is value. The value of z is 38. Means you are able to do something with this z, because this z is variable type, and these variables are constant type. Understood na? Once you have defined them, you cannot change them in the program further. Cool? Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Again, because yesterday we had discussed about global and local. What if I would define these variables here also? Instead of inside main, outside main here itself, we have defined these two variables, and we have one more function called, suppose I'm using one more function called void lnb, right? And I want to print something, print f within bracket double quotes \n, so that in next line it should go, and then value of a is percentile d comma a, right? So मैंने यहाँ a की वैल्यू प्रिंट की, b की वैल्यू प्रिंट की. ये डिस्प्ले कब होगा? When it will get displaced? ये तभी डिस्प्ले होगा, it will display only whenever this lnb function will be called in the main function only, right? So suppose we'll go in main function, then we'll be calling it with the name called lnb. This is the function, right? Because we did not define it with int, right? We did not declare it as int, so we did not write any return type also here. And that we'll understand in details whenever we'll be discussing about functions. As of now, you have understood that this is a global variable now, global constant that we have declared, right? So once you have declared them, these values of these variables, which are constant type, can be utilized, can be used in all these functions in the whole program as fixed, right? So let me run this program. 13, 38, 6, and 7. Now, function that we have declared here is not defined, it is defined, this is called as definition, sorry, right? So that the function that we have defined here is not declared above the main. Okay, so there are two methods. Either you can copy or cut from this place and copy it here, right? Or else you can do one more thing, right? You can simply copy this line, the first line of this function definition, and make it with semicolon, which is called as declaration of the same function, which means compiler will start reading the code from the first line, and whenever it will reach to this particular sentence, then it will recognize, okay, something has been declared, which might have used inside this main function, okay? So this is mandatory rule that whenever you are using function, we are calling function, before that particular function itself, defined function must be declared. Okay, Yeah, so let us execute that. We have executed already. The value of A is 6 and the value of B is 7. However, the value of A and B both can be utilized in both the functions, main and ln b both. Okay, can we do it like this? Can we change the value of A here in this function? Once you have defined it constant, will it be possible to change the value of that variable in other function? The same error will be thrown up. Okay, which is A is equal to 10, which means it's not possible at all. Okay, and this is the utility or benefit of using constant values. Is that okay? Any problem, anyone? Is that okay? Shall we go ahead now?
Yes, sir.
Right. Cool, thank you. So let me remove this line. First of all, let me copy this so that it should be, let me copy this to your chat box, right? It will be a reference for you. Let me save it in my notes also. I'll give those notes to you. Day 4, wait, day 4 and yeah. Now there are, like we discussed about two different methods, right? One was constant and the second is define, right? This is how the second method can be used for user defined constant values also. Okay, so let us try to understand this particular thing as well. Here the method that we have utilized is the method that we have to apply is like a type or a constant keyword, then that type, data type, then variable and the value of that particular variable. Okay, this is how we have to declare it. It should be declared as one only. Okay, only once in a program. So let me remove this. We are not going to use constant. We're not going to use constant. We're going to use defined. So the first thing that we should understand of define is define cannot be used inside main. It will always be a global definition. Define cannot be used. Will it be possible here in this? We should not use it. Okay. The first and mandatory thing is that define is always a global definition of a constant. Okay. Then in the definition of this particular define is we have to write hash define. We need not to write any type of the variable. Simply we need to write the variable, right? The variable name is A. And we need not write equal to or something like that. We need to write like hash define and then space, then variable, then space, and the meaning of the variable. Meaning the variable is 6. Similarly, hash define B as 7, right? This is how we have a syntax of writing hash define. Okay. So here we have got three things. The first thing is keyword. The second is after space that variable. Variable can be anything. You can give any name here. Then space that value, whichever you want to define. Similarly,
Sir.
hash define
Sir.
NL as, yes, please tell.
सर इसका मतलब यही है ना कि अपन A की वैल्यू 6 ले रहे हैं और B की वैल्यू 7 ले रहे हैं.
Exactly. ठीक है
सर इसमें तो हम ऐसे A की वैल्यू 6 ले रहे हैं तो डिफाइन कर रहे हैं. अगर हम चाहें कि हम उसको वैल्यू दें A की तो ऐसा हो सकता है कि डिफाइन में
क्या किसको वैल्यू दें?
जैसे हम स्कैनफ लगा के वैल्यू देते हैं ना, इनपुट कराते हैं, ऐसे जगह
हाँ, वो अभी हमने सीखा ही नहीं है, वो हमारे पास आया ही नहीं है. वो यूजर डिफाइंड जब हम लोग ऑन रनिंग मोड होंगे, ये अभी ऐसा है कि प्री डिफाइंड मोड पे चल रहे हैं, यानी कि जब प्रोग्राम बन रहा है तभी उस टाइम पे आपने जो वैल्यू डिफाइन कर दी वो कांस्टेंट वैल्यूज रहेंगी. ठीक है ना? हम लोग उस टाइम की बात नहीं कर रहे. जब प्रोग्राम रन कर रहा होगा तो यूजर से पूछा जाएगा टेल मी योर वैल्यूज व्हिचएवर यू वांट टू एंटर. I want to ask what is your roll number. I want to ask what is your phone number, what is your address, what is your username, what is your email ID, right? So all those things whichever will be asked by the user on running time. अभी हम लोग रन नहीं कर रहे, execute नहीं कर रहे हैं. देखो हम लोग execute जब करते हैं तो automatically result मिल रहा है. Whenever we'll be executing this thing and on execution here in this black window, whenever we'll be entering something, that is what is user defined data, okay, on running time. Right now we are declaring it once in the program for the whole time. So the use case or the requirement of this hash define and constant thing are different. Should we go ahead now? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. So hash define, this is how we have defined the value of A is 6, B is 7, and let us try to run it. Yeah, so the output is quite same. The output is quite same, which has to come in the same way. LNB के अंदर हम लोगों ने कुछ define किया था, वहां भी हम लोग इसको use कर पा रहे हैं, main के अंदर भी use कर पा रहे हैं, right? Similarly, as we were using constant, we can use define also, okay? The major difference that we have got is the method how to define them, okay? In constant, we had to write here int, but we are not writing here any particular, data type. Anything, whichever you want to write. Right now you are interested of defining A as 6. Later on you want to write it like 10.6. If you could have used constant instead of define, then you have to have a mandatory condition that you should declare it as int or float, right? And again, if you are changing the value of those, constant values of those variables, then you have to change the category of that or data type of that particular variable also. This is the disadvantage of using constant. But the advantage of using constant is that you can use constant inside the function, which is called as local definition of any particular constant value. Is that okay? Have you understood the differences and meaning of both the type of definitions? Is that clear?
सर ये डिफाइन एनएल का क्या मीनिंग है, एक बार दोबारा बता दो.
हाँ, एनएल मतलब बैकस्लैश एन, दैट्स इट. जैसे हम लोग पहले कर रहे थे, वी वर यूजिंग कांस्टेंट कैर एनएल इज इक्वल टू बैकस्लैश एन. तो उसकी जगह पे हमने एनएल एक वेरिएबल लिया, उसको हमने डिफाइन किया बैकस्लैश एन. ठीक है?
यस सर.
Anything else?
So can you please explain it again?
Yeah, so suppose instead of Z, I would use here, let me remove this as well. Instead of this, I would use NL, right? And then LNB will be printed. Let us check this. So the value of Z is 10. Which one is coming up? Yeah, so the value of X plus Y is 13, value of Z, which is of integer type. Instead of this, because we have defined this NL as one of the character type, we should change it to character, which is C. Shall we change it and use it also? Yeah, so here we have got a particular new line, right? Why we have got this new line? Because here we have defined like that, because we had printed the meaning of NL, and an NL is /n, \n, which means a space, right? And here we have already defined one particular new line. If we will change it to normal thing, instead of NL, let's use it space, right? So what will happen? The first line will be executed. Sum of X plus Y would be Z, which means 13 will be coming up. Then after new line, this statement will be printed. Value of Z would be nothing, just simply a space, right? Let me change this sentence also. It will give a space right? And after this space, because we did not use any \n or \t, in the same line after a space, this thing will be printed. Value of a is equal to a, which means 5, or sorry, 6. That 6 we have defined, okay? And then after a new line, this particular statement will be printed. Let us execute it. Yeah, so this is how it is happening. This is how it is happening. Cool. I hope it is clear. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Cool. So these were the two different methods of using the constant, or defining the constant values of variables. Suppose instead of NL here, this instead of \t, I would use simply, hello, right? So what will be printed? Hello will be printed. But there we had to, what was that? Okay, one problem is this, that we have defined it as C. Can we use it like S, whether it will be used or not? So hello is printed, as is the string. Otherwise, if we could have used constant, then we could have used like this: const string. String cannot be defined here like that, so you can use character and then multiple array or something like that. That we'll see later on. But here it's very easy. Here you have defined one variable which is of constant type. Here that this is your string, and here you have given just a specific specifier, format specifier, and that's it. Is that okay? Any problem, anyone? If you want to give here \n, or instead of this you can give here as well, the way you like. That's why programmers define the entire flow of the program. If you are a programmer, if you are a developer, then the entire flow of the program is in your control. You can write the conditions in one line, you can write the condition in multiple lines, that you define basically by your own methods. That's it. Is that clear?
Sir,
Shall we go ahead now? These
sir,
are very specific small programs. Let me remove this. I hope you have understood the meaning of this particular function. It was just to let you know whether these are global, and let us understand can we use them inside this also. Definition can be utilized as the local variable also. Here, many compiler would show this result, many compiler would not show this also. Now, if, let me go back. If I would use this inside main function, then if I want to use the value of a and b here in this another function, because it is local, then errors will be thrown up. Okay, now let's try to execute it. Yeah. Yes. So constant, in constant there are errors. Here everything has worked out. Yes, please.
Doubt, sir. Sir,
Please,
if
please,
you use
let me.
constant int a is equal to 6 and b is equal to 0, if you perform c is equal to a plus b, then what answer you will get, sir?
For constant,
Constant int a is equal to 6.
just wait.
Constant
Let me write
b
it also.
int b.
Constant a is equal to int a is equal to 6. Yes.
Constant int b is equal to 0.
C is equal
0.
to,
Sir, if you perform addition, c
is equal to a plus b.
c. Yes, sir.
So
Sir,
you
can
want
we
to
get 6 as the answer?
Yes.
Sir, but in constant means it's defined for only one value, no, sir.
Yes. So you have defined
Sir,
it for
6 is dedicated to only.
6 is dedicated to a. No, not like that.
A. But
It's
how
not
can we
like
get
that. A is 6. However, 6 is not fixed, which is defined for A only. Understood? Try to understand the meaning. 6 is not fixed, which is assigned for A only, always. No. A is fixed, which will always be 6. B can also be 6. C can also be 6. Understood?
sir?
Yeah.
सर
I hope you have understood now.
हैज डिफाइंड ग्लोबल और मेन दोनों में यूज हो जाता है.
हाँ, देखो ना. So what I have told, by default, it is mandatory whenever you will be using hash define, it is global. Here we have not defined anything, but still the result is coming up. Understood? So either you use inside or outside. Outside here as well. For better understanding, let us try to put it in proper ways, proper format only, right? Yeah. I hope you have understood now then. Is that clear? So if we'll make a table, right, of using both constant and hash defined type of variables or constant type variables, then constant is local and global both. However, it is global always, right? Then it requires data type. It does not require, right? Require data type. It does not require, no requirement for data type, right? I hope you have understood this, what I am writing here. Okay. The third is either both, in both categories, category of constant specifiers, either in constant or hash define, if you have defined any value, right? So if you have defined any value of a variable called I is equal to 5, and here also I is equal to 5 or I as 5, right? This will be always fixed for entire program, depending whether it is global or local. If it is global, this will always be global, then the value of I will be fixed. If you want to change the value of I further anywhere in the program, will not be possible. So when should we use these things? We should use these things only when you have a formula. Suppose you have a formula called y is equal to mx plus c. In machine learning, in your mathematics, this formula is very important for a straight line, for stock exchange, for predictions, for regression, right? This formula is very helpful. So suppose the value of m is fixed, that is 1.5. X is the input, which is always be changing, and c is the another constant value. Suppose it is fixed right now as 0.3. I hope this is how you can understand. For implementing this formula, if you are using this formula a couple of times, x is something which is user defined. You can give different values for x. There are 10 people, Saurav, right, and Rahul, and all those people are giving different values for x. But because m and c are fixed, then you will be getting different results for y, right? So m and c can be defined as the constant values, either using hash define or constant variable. Is that okay?
सर
Yes.
सर ये जैसे अपन हैश में डिफाइन करते हैं i इज इक्वल टू 5, i कैप 5 किया, अब इसी के बाद अपन ने कोई प्रोग्राम कर दिया और उसके बाद दोबारा से i को डिफाइन करते हैं कोई और दूसरा नंबर, तो वो एरर बताएगा या फिर दूसरे
एरर
प्रोग्राम में
बताएगा, वही तो हम लोगों ने चेक भी किया था, याद है? अगर हम यहाँ पे करके देख लेते हैं, ठीक है? मैं इस प्रोग्राम को भी आपको शेयर कर देता हूँ ना, वापस से चेंज कर लेते हैं, इसको हटा देते हैं, इसकी कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है, LNB कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है, और or suppose let's define I, है ना, I is equal to 5. Let us change it, and this is constant type. If I would just simply print the value of I, right, the value of I would be printed as 5. But what if I have changed the value of I as to 10? So it has thrown an error, right? And it tells if you have defined any variable as constant type, then you cannot change it further. It is just readable variable. You can read it n number of times. You can use it n number of times, but you cannot change it. It's not writable again. Okay, so read and write operations are controllable using definition of such type of keywords. If you don't write constant, then you are able to do any operations, any changes, any updation you on those variables, and those are actually the variables. Here you have defined the constant. Is that clear? Any problem, anyone?
सर मेरा क्वेश्चन ये नहीं था सर.
हाँ.
सर मैं ऐसे कह रहा हूँ जो अपन ने जो ग्लोबल में डिफाइन किया था ना i is equals to 5.
हाँ.
तो उसके बाद अपन ने ये प्रोग्राम कर दिया. उसके बाद एक और void का प्रोग्राम डिफाइन करेंगे. उससे पहले अपन i की वैल्यू और कुछ डिफाइन करें. तो ऐसे नहीं कर सकते क्या अपन?
हमने यहाँ int I is equal to 5 लिख दिया, ठीक है. फिर उसके बाद constant
डिफाइन वाला हैशटैग डिफाइन.
हाँ, दोनों की बात सेम है. हैश डिफाइन कर लेते हैं. हैश डिफाइन I as 5, ठीक है.
अब इसके बाद नीचे एक और प्रोग्राम जिसमें i की दूसरी वैल्यू.
हाँ ठीक है, इसी को कर लेते हैं. यहीं पे चेंज करके देख लेते हैं ना ऐसा.
कर्ली ब्रैकेट के भी बाहर सर.
ये आप चाहते हो ऐसा?
नहीं सर, नीचे वाले कर्ली के बाहर. नीचे जो कर्ली ब्रैकेट है ना उसके बाहर डिफाइन करें.
ये ना? हाँ,
इधर दूसरा i डिफाइन करें और फिर नीचे कोई प्रोग्राम लिखें इसके
i के लिए. ठीक है, करके देख लेते हैं, है ना. ये आप चाहते हो शायद. एक सेकंड
सर.
हाँ.
सर जैसे आपने लिखा है ऊपर हैशटैग डिफाइन i is equal to 5, अगर अपन इसी के नीचे लिख दें const i is equal const integer i is equal to 5, तो वो एरर थ्रो करेगा या फिर नहीं करेगा? क्योंकि अपने तो i को दोबारा यूज कर रहे हैं ना i डिफाइन.
बिल्कुल नहीं कर सकते. वही मैं अभी बस इनकी जो एक छोटा सा क्वेश्चन है वो मैं इनको समझाने की कोशिश करूंगा. वो समझ में आ जाएगा तो आपका क्वेश्चन भी यहाँ से सॉल्व हो जाएगा. वैल्यू ऑफ i इज i, है ना. तो हमने i को चेंज कर दिया, ग्लोबली चेंज किया है, एंड अभी i को हम लोग डिस्प्ले करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. lnb को हम लोगों ने कॉल कर लिया, ठीक है. Now what is telling, if you have defined I with some specific value, will it be possible to change that? So this is called as macro operation. Macro and micro are two different types of operations possible. We'll see it all also later on because it's a very big topic, right? So yeah, somebody's mic is on. Yeah, that was creating a problem. No issues then. I hope now it's clear. So this operation is not possible. So you have to understand one thing in one single line. Once you have defined any variable of constant category, either using define or using constant variable, then those things are not going to change ever using any operation, through any method. It's not possible. And that is why you were talking about constant. Constant are the variables which are fixed for the whole program. Once they have defined, they are defined for the whole time. Is that clear? Any problem, anyone? I think this line is giving you confidence about using these variables in future.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Yeah, so let's go back to the list. Here we'll try to understand some more thing, right? The next topic that we have to move on, that is operators. So we are already using some operators like assignment operators. We are using this assignment operator, right? It's not possible, however. me remove this. And I something LNP cannot be used. Right, so we are using assignment operators. We have used already arithmetic operator, plus, minus, multiplication, division, right? So I'm just telling you about it theoretically. Tomorrow we'll use all of them one by one practically as well, right? So relationship operators, greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, such like that, we'll be using relationship operators or relational operators. Okay, you want to set the relation between two variables, whether A is greater than or B is greater than. Okay, based on which you can take a decision. Okay, then bitwise operator. So if you're talking about number system, then bitwise operations are very good to understand, right? Like I've told you about hexadecimal numbers. So I told earlier as well that you're going with machine level language codes, right? Zeros and ones. Think about, there are sensors, there are 5 sensors, and you're trying to build a relationship between all those sensors. So those sensors will be giving you data in machine level language, means hexadecimal codes, and you want to set any particular relation between them. So one sensor is giving 0x00 data, the another is giving 0x05 data, another is giving 0xe1 data, right? So all those sensors are giving different data. Now you have to build a relation. So you could need that particular bitwise operation between them, like AND operation, OR operation, NOT operation, XOR operations, right? Twice complement, once complement. You might have heard about these things in your course curriculum also. You might have gone through with that, right? So these things are called as bitwise operators or operations, and which are very good, very helpful for us to go through with any particular program for a complexity level, right? Then logical one. What are logical operators? Anyone? Anyone? Any idea? Any guesses? Any guesses? Somebody has said that. No, all are sleeping.
Sir, XY की value.
एंड
और हम लोगों ने बात कर ली। फिर
Plus, minus, equal to, greater than, less than.
नहीं, वो तो अरिथमेटिक होंगे ना।
अभी तो पंगा हो गया।
Point.
बिटवाइज और लॉजिकल तो बड़े कंफ्यूजिंग हो गए, नहीं?
ट्रुथ टेबल बनती है सर, वो तो नहीं है।
Okay, so if you are talking about like this, see, let me give you a hint. So if you're talking about these symbols, less than, right? Shifting operators, right side shift, left side shift, and or, right? Like this. So these are your bitwise operators. However, the meaning of these things are same. Logical operators are this thing, and, or, not, like that. Okay, is that okay? So these will be used in the conditions if else, and these will be used. However, these both of them can be used for both the things, but mostly you'll be using them for if else conditions, and you'll be using these variables for operations between variables, right? So bitwise operations will be taking place between the numbers. Like suppose I'm giving a number, 0 1 0 0 1 1, right? The another number is 0 0 1 1 1 0, right? Now we have to add that. For adding that, we have bitwise operator. Suppose we want to do ending operations. So ending operation bitwise should be happening. Okay. For that purpose, we'll be using this operator called end. Okay. So it will do bitwise operations. And when we should use this and, suppose there is a variable called a is equal to 5 and b is equal to 6, and we want to build a relationship between them, right? So what we'll do, if a is equal to 5 and right, b is equal to 6. So you want to check both of them. If both the condition, this condition and this condition, both are true, then only it should work. So this is logical and this is bitwise. Understood? Is that clear? Bitwise operation will be happening bit by bit. Every single bit will be operated to each other, right? Is that clear? Any question, anyone? Yeah. So bitwise and yes.
सर लॉजिकल फिर से बता दोगे प्लीज?
Logical में and operation or operation will be used instead of this and. Let me tell you another example as well. Instead of and, इसको आप डबल एंड भी बोल सकते हो. सो इसका मतलब भी एंड हुआ. सो सिंगल एंड और डबल एंड, इसका दोनों का मतलब क्या है? ये आपका बिटवाइज ऑपरेशन करेगा और ये कंडीशनल ऑपरेशन करेगा. ये वेरिएबल के ऊपर एंटायर काम कर जाएगा. यानी कि 6 वैल्यू है, 5 वैल्यू है, राइट? आपकी 100 वैल्यू है. इतनी बड़ी बड़ी वैल्यूज पे, कोई भी वैल्यू है, मतलब इससे बड़ी भी हो सकती है, मिलियन ऑफ वैल्यूज भी हो सकती हैं. उन वैल्यूज पे आपको काम करना है, अलग अलग तरह की कंडीशन पे काम करना है. देन यू कैन यूज फॉर द एंटायर ऑपरेशन these logical operations, right? Then if you are talking about bit by bit, कि एक आपको single bit पे काम करना है, and then if it gets true, the condition should be getting satisfied. So तब आपको use करना चाहिए single bitwise operator. कुछ आया समझ में? Not equal to बोलना है. So bitwise use करना है क्या? So A bitwise B. So ये आपको चेक करेगा एक एक बिट को, सबकी सारी की सारी बिट इक्वल है क्या. जबकि A, अगर इसकी जगह पे आपने कुछ नॉट यूज किया होता, दिस इज समथिंग नॉट विच इज कि पूरा A और B इंडिविजुअली आपस में सेटिस्फाई कर रही हैं कंडीशन को कि नहीं कर रही हैं. अगर कर रही हैं देन ओनली दिस थिंग्स शुड बी हैपनिंग. इसका कोई एग्जांपल लेंगे कल, है ना? मैं अभी थियोरेटिकली बता रहा हूँ, शायद इसलिए आपको ऐसा लग रहा है. ठीक है. Assignment operators that we have understood, equal to is assignment operator. Conditional operator, that we want to understand conditions, right? Greater than, less than, कौन किससे बड़ा है, कौन किससे छोटा है, वेरिएबल आपस में चेक करने हैं. साइज ऑफ, आपको अगर पता करना है कि हाउ मच स्पेस, if you want to know how much space one variable, suppose the variable is I is of integer type, how much space of that variable will consume in the memory. So it will depend upon different compilers. Suppose the compiler is of 16 bit, then one integer will actually specify in 16 bits, which means 2 byte, right? So 2 byte space will be used. So whether 16 bit, 32 bit, 64 bit, how much space is going to be consumed by that particular variable, you can actually check the size of that particular variable using size of operator. Size of can be called as a operator or a command also. It's direct command. Okay. Operator precedence, that we'll understand tomorrow. And these are the operators that are fully in operations of many different calculations in all the programming languages. It's not about C. If you will understand it once, then these will be used in all the programming languages. However, in other programming languages, it may happen that some more operators can be added. Some more new, symbols can be added. Like hash can be used for something, at the rate can be used for something, dollar can be used for something, right? Double slash can be used for something, modulus can be used for something, right? But these operators will always be same. These operators are going to be used for all the same kind of operation in all the languages. So once you are understanding something, either for data types or variables, constant, or any operator, everything is going to be same in all the use cases in every programming language. If it is clear, whatever we have discussed theoretically about operators and practically what we have seen about constants, if any doubt is there, please ask. Otherwise, we'll try to end the class today now. And the small, yeah, quite clear. Okay, thank you. So there could be a small task for today. I want to ask you for writing a particular program where if there is a string called hello, there is another variable which have a string which has your name, and I want to print that particular constant of a and b, both of them together, printing in two different statement, right? In two different line. Let me give you this task again. It's very easy. I want you to define two different variables. The one is this. It's suppose hello. The another is your name. This is suppose A. This is suppose B. I want to ask you to write a program where hello will be coming and then space will be coming. One single space will be coming, then your name will be coming up. And these two should be a particular constant. Using constant methods, you have to write this program. Can you write this program easily? Will it be possible for you?
सर एक बार रिपीट करना, क्या करना है?
हाँ,
प्लीज रिपीट.
ठीक है, मैं कर देता हूँ. Just a second. Yeah, so we have two variables, A and B. Inside A, you have fixed value as hello. In second, you have fixed value as your name. I want you to write a program where first of all, A should be printed, then space must be coming, then this B must be printed. And it should be, this program must be written in minimum number of lines. Will it be possible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we
Cool.
will try.
Cool. So please try. I'm sure you will be able to do it. It's very easy. It's just a matter of 3 to 4 line of code, but it's tricky. And let's see how you'll do it. Okay. So let's meet tomorrow once again at 8:30. If there is no question, let's end it today and just go for your learning and enjoy the learning so far. No
Sir.
question so far?
सर
हाँ, बताएं.
सर लॉजिक और ऑपरेटर में सर ट्रू और फॉल्स वाला कौन सा केस बनता है सर?
लॉजिकल ऑपरेटर में ट्रू फॉल्स वाला बहुत सारे केस बनते हैं
सर. वो समझा देंगे सर? वो
मैंने बताया, मैं थ्योरेटिकली तो बता चुका हूँ, प्रैक्टिकली हम लोग कल बस वैसे बात करने वाले हैं. मैं आपको एग्जांपल दे देता हूँ. सपोज करो कि आपके पास एक टीम है ना, क्रिकेट टीम. आपने कोई ऐसा केस बनाया है, दिस इज योर क्रिकेट टीम, दिस इज योर फुटबॉल टीम. फुटबॉल टीम इज गोइंग टू प्ले अ मैच. इफ दे विल विन, then we're going to announce a particular a prize worth for this particular team, entire team. If cricket team will be winning, then we'll be announcing a particular prize worth for them. If both the team will be winning, then another extra prize will be given to each member of each team. Then these two teams are going to be linked together. So the third case that I have told you, means this team will be winning, also this team will be winning, then only the those extra advantage of getting prize worth will be given to each member. Then now the case is they should be winning, they also should be winning, and this is called as interdependency. This is called as interdependency. Then there's a logical operator called, suppose, AND, right? AND. Now this AND can be utilized as like this also. It can be represented as double AND also, right? Right. This is called as ampersand. So double ampersand can be utilized for all these operations. Now, if both are going to be winning, then only this logical operation will give you true result. It will give you true result if you are going to use AND operation in between both of the cases. If any one of them will be losing the game, then you will get false. So using this operation AND, there could be this table, right? Truth table will be executing. 0 0 means any one will be losing, then no benefit will be given to this particular team or any team particularly. Then 1 and 0, then 0 and 1, and 1 and 1, right? So in this case only yes will be happening, or in all other cases no will be coming up, right? So this is the case where you can utilize it for logical operations, and for this only you'll get true. For other cases you'll get false. Is that okay?
यस सर. सर मतलब अगर लॉजिकल ऑपरेटर का इस्तेमाल नहीं करते तो अपन को हर एक के स्विच केस बनाने पड़ते हैं.
एग्जैक्टली, इफ एल्स कंडीशन बनानी पड़ती.
ओके सर, ओके.
ठीक है. ठीक है, देन enough for today. Let's meet tomorrow 8:30. Till then, happy learning. Bye bye.
बाय सर.
Bye 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 bye.